Hello friend, and welcome to Slow Sim Driving channel on YouTube. We return to Gran Turismo 7, and today we're doing something a little bit different, not doing any racing. Today we're setting something up. Recently in my comments, Zafra gave me a little bit of a challenge, which was a race at Suzuka in the Radicals. I did a little warm-up race, maximum difficulty, and unfortunately it was a little bit of a pushover, to be honest. I've discovered that really the AI isn't that great in single make. So I came up with an idea, and it was a way of creating a series that would evolve and change, and the AI would get progressively difficult. And this isn't something you can do normally in a GT7, but you know, I figured it out. It's all good. I'm going to share that with you. So on the screen is my Radical that I'm going to do in the championship with. At the top of the screen, you can see it's PP625. And that's because I've done a few changes to it. I've given it some softer tyres, some racing tyres to really give it some cornering, and I've upgraded the brakes. So what we want to do really is we're going to set up a custom race, and I'll show you what that looks like initially. Let's say no, we're not doing Suzuka. Suzuka is here. I'll go down to custom race. And when you're choosing your car setup, your rivals, they can be random. Yeah, that's fine. We don't want random. We're looking for a one make series. If we go for one make, what's going to happen is that the game is going to choose a series of opponents from Radicals, and they're going to be on the default setting, basically. So they're going to be on worse tyres, they're going to have worse brakes. They're not going to be competitive at all. I know, I've tried this. Car category doesn't work because that's not going to allow us to choose the Radical, because the Radical actually is a road car on GT7. So select from garage what we need. As you can see, you can choose the grid individually. So to start with, the grid is going to set for your own car. The issue here is that the AI still isn't competitive. So we need to do something about that. We need to boost the AI, give it a chance. Let's go back to the garage, and I'll show you how to do that. We're also going to make all the AI different. So what I've done, as crazy as it seems, is I've purchased a couple more Radicals. Let's check this one out, for example. So I asked the community to make liveries. If you want to make liveries for these, you can still do it. There's going to be a lot of these racers. But this one in particular was created by McFlurry Twist. I'll show you some more as we're going along, because these all look absolutely fantastic. Yep, get your car into GT Auto, put a livery on it, so that you've got more than one kind. We'll go to the tuning shop, because the tuning shop's cool. Let's get some tyres to match the ones that I've got. Perhaps if you're in a race like Suzuka, you can get some intermediate tyres, for example. That is going to give them a chance to deal with weather. Add those brakes. I've made a mistake here. I should have put the intermediate tyres on first, so we're just going to change the tyres in the car. It gives a better idea what the PP rating is. There you go, car settings. There we go, back to the mediums. Back to mediums, thank you very much. That's back to 621. Can you remember where we needed to be? We need to be on 625, so we're not far off. And this is where you can try to personalize the experience, really. Anything else in extreme that we need? There's nothing else there that's really going to be useful for this car in particular. I think there's a brake balance control. I'm not quite sure. You definitely need racing brake pads. So I'm not sure if the AI can use this. It certainly doesn't affect the PP, but at 1,500 credits, I'm going to throw it on there anyway. Fully customizable transmission will take the car over our PP. And this is interesting. This is where you can perhaps look at every single car individually. Body rigidity. obviously with the radicals, a lot of the options aren't there. But in the case of other cars, other series, it's fine. You can do all kinds of things. I still can't quite get to where we want to be. You can do all kinds of things, and you can you have a field of completely different cars. I'm not quite sure what that was. Oh, there it is. So it was the racing clutch and flywheel that gave us 625. So, boom. Okay. What we now have is two cars identical but upgraded. So let's show you some others, didn't I? So before we go any further, it's not just myself and McFlurry who have made liveries. This cutie here is one of 3 that Kevman has made. Thank you very much, Kevman. We're going to be showcasing all 3 when we start racing. That's awesome. And also, where is she? Here we go. This one is by Mackie. So thank you very much, Mackie. We've ended up with 11 liveries. So I've got 11 radicals. Let's go back to World Circuits. That's where we want to be. Back to Asia, because we're showing with Suzuka. Go to Custom Race. Okay, rival selection from Garage. Open. As you can see, everything's currently on Mackie's. That's fine. Change the car on 2 of them, and what you've got here is a team. And these 2 cars are going to be using the tuning that you set up and the upgrades that you've set. And what you can do is go through the field, and you can set up all of your teams. Can't change me, unfortunately. But you can see what I mean. As you go along, you can progress how the teams are upgraded. And the way you can do this is by going to a website that does randomization, or you can get a deck of cards or dice, whatever, it doesn't matter. And you can upgrade the cars individually. And so there's not a lot you can do with the radicals till you get to semi-racing. We've got a lot of upgrades we've got here. This is good. Racing, there's a few more things we can do here. So you can actually improve the radical beyond what you've started with, before, beyond what you're driving. What I'm going to do is each race I will randomly give each team one upgrade, and then I will randomly select one team for a second upgrade. Because there's 11 cars, which is 22 if you factor in 2 per team, I'll do some pre-qualifying as well, which is going to be 1 car per team, just to figure out, who gets that last spot, who doesn't. And I'm going to make the series interactive as well. If there's a team you particularly like, let us know in the comments, and they'll get a bonus upgrade. But yeah, that's how you make a one-make series that evolves. You could do this with any car. You could do this with any series. Just as an example, let's just nip to the garage. The garage is cool. That's where we like to be. Let's change to a group 4. Here we go. One thing you can do, which I think is quite cool if you really want to challenge, is you can go to the track you're using, custom race, select from garage. Now, if you're looking at group 4s, I know there's a group 4 thing somewhere when you're doing it online, but I don't think it's available here. It's not. What you can do, change the car, sort by category, go to your group 4 category, and I've got some group 4s somewhere. I have. They're here, somewhere on this list. I know I keep buying cars. I shouldn't. You can then drop in other Group 4s, but you can do it without BOP. Just sort it by category. That's all I asked. What you're doing here essentially is you're getting the cars without that balance. So you'll find yourself in a situation where you're driving against cars in the original specification, and you're going to have some cars that are really dominant and some cars that are just going to absolutely fluff it. So what I'm going to do is a series of races like that when I've got all the cars for a particular category. And we'll see what the big ones are. You know, not with BOP, but we'll see what the big cars are with the regular performance. If you've got any more ideas how to improve on this, and it is quite a cool system of setting up your races, then go ahead and shoot those ideas across. Hopefully somewhere in this video I've remembered to put a card to the first race, because I'm going to upload this at the same time as the first race. And we'll see how it goes. You know, maybe this is going to be something cool. Maybe it's going to be a way of prolonging the lifespan of GT7, which at the moment doesn't seem to have that much of a long lifespan. Until next time, thanks for watching the video. I hope I've given you some ideas. Thanks to my Discord for putting up with my nonsense. Thank you to you for being here. And until next time, be good to yourself, be good to those around you. Bye-bye for now.